Hi Aries, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2021 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. And once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And keep in mind it's a general reading, so while I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's, if you feel more like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot Sexual Magic. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Eight of Staves, so this is Sagittarius energy here. And this could definitely represent communication, especially with this deck in particular, because those birds always stand out to me. It makes me think of communication, possibly even primarily over social media. But yeah, it looks like there was probably a lot of passionate communication between the two of you. It's possible you lived at a distance from each other, given that for you guys, Sagittarius represents your ninth house of, long distance travel. So that's what I'm seeing there. Past energy on their side, we have Judgment. So this could be playing out a couple different ways. For some of you, this could just be saying this was someone from your past that you reconnected with. And if that's the case, this energy could even be pointing to maybe it was around the time of the Sagittarius full moon eclipse that we had toward the end of May. And plus, we had Mercury retrograde around that same time too. So could definitely lead to you guys reconnecting with people from your past. But if not, could just be saying that they might have had something from their past that they were still trying to wrap up, possibly a situation where they have a child with the other person. So, could have been a bit difficult for them to try to figure out how to navigate that situation, but that's what I'm seeing there. All right, present position on your side, we have the Ace of Coins. So this could just represent you guys, feeling like there's actually potential for this to become a long-term, stable type of commitment. So, for example, in the past, with the wand energy, you could have just been saying that maybe you had more of a light, playful approach with this person in the past, but now in the present, you might actually be starting to see the potential for it to turn into something more, especially given that it's the ace, right? So, could just be saying that this is a recent realization you had. All right. Present energy on their side, we have the sun. So this is usually a light, playful energy, definitely a positive energy overall too. And I feel like this could just be saying that, especially for those of you where if they were dealing with another connection from their past and they were trying to break free from that, could just be saying that they are feeling a lot more free now. So it's possible that that successfully took place for them recently. But yeah, it definitely looks like someone who brings a lot of light, playful energy to you, but yet there's still a lot of passion as well. So that's what I'm seeing there. All right, future energy on your side. We have a few cards. We have the Nine of Cups, which is Pisces energy, Power, which is actually the major arcana card for your sign. It's usually the Emperor in other decks. And we have the Ace of Arrows. So a second ace in the spread. But what stands out to me here is, especially for you guys, given that the Nine of Cups is your 12th house, it could just be saying that this is something that you've been envisioning with this person. Maybe you were seeing like, okay, we have the potential to really go distance here and be a power couple, right? But now it's just a matter of maybe you're trying to figure out, all right, well, how do I actually let them know that this is what I'm feeling, Because again, like I said, it looks like in the past, communication was definitely light and playful. With the ace here, there's no true indication for sure that you've communicated that that's what you were feeling toward this person, right? And if they're coming toward you with the sun energy, which is almost more of like a continuation of the Eight of Staves type energy, could just be saying that you're trying to figure out like, okay, I'm starting to feel like this could definitely be something more, right? But when's the right time to come forward and let them know that this is what I'm feeling? So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. See if anything else comes to mind with that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Hierophant, which is the major arcana card for Taurus, and we have the Eight of Wands. So, you guys had that energy in the past on your side. Now they have it in the future on theirs. So could just be saying that maybe now they're the ones who are kicking up the communication a little bit. If you felt like maybe in the past you were initiating more, looks like they might actually be coming in and leading the way a bit more. And with that Hierophant energy, it looks like they actually probably see that same potential you do for this to be something more long term. Let's see if anything else comes to mind with this. Oh, not really, but yeah, I mean, overall, this looks like a pretty positive spread so far. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Love. So this is actually the equivalent of the Lover's card in traditional tarot, which is Gemini energy. So yeah, this could just be pointing to what I was feeling here too, where like I said, looks like the feelings are growing, but at the same time, you might be figuring out when's the right time to communicate that. So for a lot of you, I feel like that's saying that you're in the connection for sure. There's probably light, playful communication between the two of you, but I feel like you're starting to feel your feelings shift toward wanting something more, but figuring out when's the right time to actually communicate that. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Death card, so it looks a lot more intense, right? But this is a Scorpio energy here, so given that the Judgment card can also point to Scorpio energy, it could just be saying that that's who you're dealing with. But for others of you, it could just be pointing to, especially where, like I said, if they were in another connection in the past with someone else, possibly even someone they had a child with, looks like this is saying that they might actually be able to bring that connection to an end, which was kind of what I was feeling with the Sun card there too. So yeah, primarily that's what I feel like that's saying. Given the spread as a whole, I feel like this is pointing more to another connection that they're probably getting rid of or did in the past, more than this is something related to your connection. Yeah, that's pretty much it there too. All right, so we'll see if we get additional messages from the Oracle cards. So first we'll see if we get anything from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. And I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm just going to be looking for some jumpers here. So first, unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. But if nothing comes up after a while, we'll just move on to the next deck. Occasionally we get extra messages here, though. Okay, got one there. And let's see if we get any from them to you. Nope, almost had one there. All right, nothing coming up, but I'll give it a couple more shuffles. Yep, nothing coming up on their side. So, all right, let's see what we got on your side. All right, we have listen. It says, I'm telling you the truth. You can trust my words. So, if anything, I feel like this is pointing more to if you guys do actually figure out, okay, now is the time for me to come forward and tell this person how I'm feeling. It's interesting there because it could just be maybe because they're in that light, playful energy in the present you guys were in the past. And then even with the Hierophant, we do see it looks like they'll still have a bit of a light, playful way they communicate. I wonder if it's one of those things where you might say something to them and they might not take you seriously, that's one way I could see that playing out. And for others, you just could be around a reconnection too. So in the past, like I said, if this was a connection that you guys had from the past and you just reconnected possibly around that eclipse time, it might have taken them a bit of time to warm up toward you too. But I mean, not too much of a groundbreaking type of message in this card, but hopefully it resonates with you guys. All right, and lastly, we'll pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. Same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well. but just looking for one here with general advice. I'm going to wrap up. Alright, nothing's coming up, so what I'll do is I'll just put the deck down and give me a few seconds to tune in and we'll just pull a card. Alright. Okay. We have mending. There's the artwork, and the number is 52. So yeah, I mean, with that judgment card, this could be. Now, the interesting thing is, given that this is in the past, for the majority of you, I feel like the mending process might have already kicked off. But yeah, I was going to say with the judgment card there, this could actually be someone that you did have a previous connection with and you just reconnected. But see what the messages say. Okay, it says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. The Oracle's message. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal: the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. You know, interestingly enough, when I was reading that message, I did say in the beginning, of course, that for some of you, this might represent your energy on the right, and on the left might be the other person. So, for those of you, if you guys were trying to, close off that other connection, that could be what that message was pointing to there, but hopefully resonated either way. The relationship message says you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. See, again, like I said, if anything, I feel like that would be more of a message that resonates with the cards on the right side. But either way, overall, looks like a pretty positive spread. Hopefully resonate with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.